Yo. Hey, so I pushed it through. I didn't want to do it, didn't want to do it, didn't want to do it. And so I'm halfway underway here. So I was sweating my butt off inside their Cameron, is that a word? So, as I figured, I thought I would have an issue down through here because this stuff will leach up. This rust and whatever will leach up. This rust will leach up into your weld. So I got a little bit right there. I'm going to have to grind out, redo. It right here was kind of weird. It looked like it was water. And I think it was just leaching whatever it was. It tended to look like water. I don't know if you can see that or not. And along here, then it did it again right there. Velocity or plosity or whatever they call it. There's some sort of a word for it. And then I was able to go along here. One more little spot. That, it started to leach it up. And I got to here and I couldn't see out the camera lens anymore because I was sweating so much. So inside this wood stove, when you're welding away, guess what? It gets really hot. Really hot. It's actually, it's empty. So this guy, maybe right there might be an issue. Maybe I'm not going to touch it. Maybe right there. Maybe an issue. See, she do good. Do good. That, I'm going to have to run across that way. So I'm going to grind that tack weld out of there. I was trying to get this thing flat to the metal. And, well, when they weld it, yeah, I got the fan on. I have a fan that goes on the back, but the problem is that pulls the air out. You can't have a fan blowing behind you, stirring the crap up all over you. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could have a fan outside blowing on your legs, but so yeah, I'm gonna grind that little spot out up here, and then I'll be able to run right across that. That won't be an issue. That won't be an issue across there. This was the other issue I was trying to get down flat. Because this, they make these stoves, they don't make them, like I think one side would be a little different than the other. A little bit, because the pan is welded to the top. You know what I'm saying? So, and right there is going to be a little dip. I'm going to try to beat that, but when I beat on this metal, all the crap, the black crap, hits you all over you, so you smell like a wood stove. That was up even, so I'm going to beat on that a little bit, see if I can get her down a little bit more, because it's all like, it's, you can't. And then I was going to try to push this down, but it ain't gonna. So I'm going to try to, all the way along there, like I did with that other, and the top will be easy. But I got to grind these, a velocity, a plosity, or some sort of thing like that. Okay, I got one person that likes my videos. I try to bring it along live. People like live stuff. They don't like the recorded stuff. I'm not sure why they don't like all the ads. Huh? So I actually sandblasted this thing but I can't find it no more. The little bag that goes on the end. There's a place in my garage where everything hides to, and I lost it. I ain't buying another one. So I sandblasted all this, but that's probably why it's all like rusty now. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why it just took off again. Yeah. But anyways, I gotta get this guy done because I put it off like all summer. Well, all summers, our summers are a month and a half up here. So, anyways, we're in Michigan. So, yep. Anyways, that's what we got going on. I thought I'd show you what it was. I tried to bring some live stuff along for you guys so you can see what I got going on. All right. I know it's only 5 minutes worth, but it's 5 minutes I could have recorded and not showed you. Showed you live. I got one of those grinders my son has to now grind that all out. See if I can get that leaching stuff to come out of here. You know what I'm saying? There you go. And then I should clean the rest of this off, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to spend all the time to wash this, clean all this tar, whatever you want to call it, ash tar, whatever. I did clean a lot. I did scrape a lot of it off here. It was caked big time. Yeah, some guys say they just like put a bunch of cardboard in, pack the whole thing with cardboard and start her up, and they're supposed to like burn all that off. I don't know if it does it or not. Yeah, I don't know if I had that much cardboard. And you can't see the top, but the top's all coated too. If it's like that right there, the whole top is like that, but a little heavier, because it's got a louvered. There's the louvered top. You know the louvered top. You know what I'm talking about? The louvered top. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe you never even seen a wood stove before. Oh. Maybe this is new to you. Okay, yeah. All right, there's the louvered top. It's accessible to clean off. See, I can just go right like this, and it comes off pretty easy. I used to have a friend, my son's friend, didn't have a problem going in there with a white suit on and scraping this off for me. Where's that friend at? Yeah. Anyways, I can go up to the recycling center and get a bunch of their cardboard and put it in here, right? And burn it up. Like I said, it came right off. Over there, pretty good. Yeah, I shouldn't worry about it, probably. Because it's just going to get all covered again next year. But this is the way I keep warm in the wintertime. And I got to fix it. I get that. When I get that done, then I got to recheck this here patch. Because I think that's got a little pin leak. And then I've still got to work underneath the door here. There. I'm going to tip you upside down. Right there is a problem area too. And it has to do with this one. Yeah. This was seeping out, and I welded this all up, and then it started seeping out underneath there. So, yeah. All right. I just thought I'd show you what I got going on. It's cooled down in here now. I was sweating like a pig. Thanks for watching. Thanks for spending your cousin's almost dead. I'm sorry to hear that. Yep. Yeah, you already get so many cousins, you know what I'm saying? Yep. I got a couple left, I think. Maybe not. Maybe they're all dead. See you next time.